days, smartphones, tablets, and computers really can't seem to function without them. In a very short amount of time, technology has exploded in the market, and now many people cannot imagine a life without it. As time moves forward, everything around us changes. We have become a generation almost entirely dependent on technology, and it goes without saying that things were done very differently decades ago than they are now. But as much as some people like to say our reliance on technology hinders us, we can't deny that it's made life a lot simpler. Here are a few things technology has made so much easier for us. Television. Television is important to our life. Long time ago, people could only watch a few channels, remote control, and television was black and white. But now we can watch at least 200 channels and have color and remote control. Also, we can play games, watch YouTube, and go online. Back in the 40s, the remote control isn't made yet, so people have to go to the front of the television to spin the channel wheel. Imagine you have to run back and forwards time to change the channel. Do you know how hard it was? The first remote intended to control a television was developed by Senior Radio Corporation in 1950. The remote called Lazy Bones was connected to the television by a wire. The television is getting thinner, so we can just hang out the wall. It is also getting lighter, so we can move around easier, and it don't need that much space. Also has good HD quality.
Cellphones. It's difficult to imagine a time without cell phones connecting you to people across the city, country, and world. People stayed in touch through letters, which took days to deliver. In 1973, the first call from a handheld device was made with a phone shaped like a brick that weighed about 2.4 pounds. Martin Cooper, an executive at Motorola, picked up the large device, one that only worked from 30 minutes of chatting after a 10-hour charge. Over the past half-century, the cell phone has become much smaller and easier to carry around, and it's evolved to connect users in ways that Cooper perhaps never imagined. It wasn't until the cutting-edge iPhone made its debut in 2007 cell phones began transitioning from their role as a means for communication to a tool to live and daily for all sorts of days. According to History Cooperative, with the first iPhone, Apple introduced touchscreen function, internet access through Safari, a virtual keyboard, and phone-rich text email access. Computers. Computers in the form of personal desktop computers, laptops, and tablets have become such an important part of everyday living that it can be difficult to remember a time when they did not exist. One of the earliest computers was ENIAC, Electronic Numerical Integrator and Computer, the first true all-purpose electronic computer. Unveiled in 1946, it was a monstrous 32 machine with 6,000 switches, 18 tops and cabinets, and occupied an entire room. Modern computers have a large memory and can run several and more complex programs at once. The size of computers has decreased by a huge amount, making computers very easy to carry around. The graphics have been developed so much that they look like real life. The speed has increased by a lot, and now you can download a full-length movie in about 5 minutes.